Okay, here we go. Okay, so first coat. So I have to build it up obviously quite slowly, but this is the biggest bit I've got to do now, which is along here. So, haha, oh, sorry, drop the camera. Okay, so that's the first sort of top coat, if you want to call it that, on there. Try to keep it reasonably even. Kind of hard doing it with holding a phone, so dropped the phone there, didn't I? But we can see the wet edge there, and that's probably where we're going to start fading it out. A bit of T-cut, and hopefully it'll fade into not too bad. But yeah, we'll see what it comes out like when it's dried out. So you can see like it has come out quite average. I say average, below average. That's my filling there. See, that is terrible bit of filling work there. But as I said before, I'm not a car sprayer. I'm not really anything, to be honest. But it seems to be coming out adequate for what we're doing. You can see the wet edge there, the light shows that up quite nicely. I'm probably going to T-cut that back so that it's feathered in a bit more up to the edge. But this is the first coat. You can see, even though I did put a hand-painted piece on there, it still bleeds through, doesn't it? Still bleeds through. But I'm hoping another couple of 3 coats will see that right. I'm going to give it about half an hour to dry now. To start, it's not going to be very dry. Hammerite unfortunately takes a long time to dry, and it might go tacky enough for me to get another coat on it. And of course my masking up is beautifully done with some cardboard and just any junk I can find out about the time, so that's always good, isn't it? Let's see what happens next when it starts to dry. Well, it's getting more yellow. This is the second coat, and as you can see, it's starting to come together a bit better. Getting a little bit more colour on there. Getting darker every time we do a sweep. My filling is no good at all. Look at that. That's terrible, isn't it, really? So it's more and more yellow every time. I've had to stop, and I'll tell you for why I've had to stop. I've run out of paint. So that was foolish, wasn't it? So now I have to go and buy some more Hammerite. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to come together better. Apart from the fact that I can't fill a car. I've got no idea how to use filler. Look at that, that's pretty lumpy. But if I was doing it, then you learn. So I've learned not to be so lumpy. Maybe next time. Who knows? Right, see how we get on when I buy some more paint. I'm guessing that's going to be next week now, isn't it? Because I'll have to wait for this to dry anyway, won't I? So it's another week on. Well, so now we've got a coat or two on there, and there you go. That's what it's starting to look like. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of buffing to do here. There's going to be a lot of cleaning up. So I thought I hadn't actually shown you how to mix, or how I've been mixing this Hammerite. The problem I have noticed is that Hammerite is quite airborne when you spray it with an old suction gun. So everything is now very, very yellow. This is coming out quite well. I'm looking at the vast yellowiness of it all. It's not coming up too bad. Just out of quick curiosity, Ryan, I know that you're probably subscribed to this. I think you're subscribed. That's the seats. If they're any good, they're a bit, they're pretty dumb. But if you want them, you can have them. I don't need anything for them. So let's show you how I'm going to mix this up. I'm just going to pause this a second. Okay, so as you can see, got an old jug. Give the Hammerite a nice stir, good old stir. Been stirring this already for quite some time, so it's pretty much ready to go. So with spraying paint, in general rule, that my dad, who was a paint sprayer, he told me that you want the consistency of milk. I don't really know what the consistency of milk is. I mean, someone tell me. So just going to add, what's it coming up? This is going to be about 100 ml, and I can get it to pour in there. So there we go. It's surprising how quick you use something like this. It goes very quickly, especially in a spray gun. So you think, oh, you're only doing a little bit, but of course you're not, are you? You're doing all the way down a wing or something like that. So now I'm going to add just standard thinners. Just going to leave it shy of 200 ml, so 50-50 sort of mix. Now, again, a good stir, because I need to get this. It's surprising how much sediment you get in the bottom of the jug when you pour it. It's like, ooh, quite a lot of colour still in there, isn't it? So there are more than likely better ways of doing this. I've got a screw and an old Pyrex jig. What the hell? It's Hammerite. This is what I keep telling myself. I keep saying to myself, oh, it's just Hammerite. No one cares. And to be honest, I do care a little bit, because I'm taking this amount of time to do it. But if it doesn't come out great, I'm still not going to be that worried. It's an old car that probably still shouldn't be on the planet, and and I'm going to be rolling around in it this Christmas and winter, so I can do other things. I've got many other jobs on the go. I didn't clean the gun out particularly from the last time. I just put some thinners straight through it, and then just gave it all a bit of a wash. There goes my jug, and as you can see, there's still quite a lot of rather wonderful yellow in there. So I'm just going to add a little dreg of thinners to the bottom of it. That'll probably take up to about the 50-50 mark. Give me a, what do you call this? Agitation. I'm giving this a bit of an agitation. And there you go. Lob it in. Right, so yeah, kind of works. So now I'm pretty much ready to spray. I'm just going to pause this and set the camera back up. Right, here we go. I've left it about half an hour in between coats. So the paint is now tacky. So hopefully I won't get too much runs. Let's give it a go. Maybe a bit more lightly. So, oh, that's a bit better, isn't it? Probably as much as I want to put on there. I'm just going to do the other wing. So here's the other wing. Now this is much more awkward because I've only got that much room between the wall and it makes it much more awkward. So I'm just going to sort of dose it a bit on the front here. And then we're just going to try and lose it a bit up there. So I was holding a whoop, nearly fell over. All this junk is in the way. So quite hard to, I hope you saw some of that. I don't know if I managed to keep any of that in shot, to be honest. You probably can't hear me because the compressor is now running. Coming around to the other side, and here we are. I'm going to see if I can set this camera up a bit better for you. Hang on. Okay, so you're sort of perched on a step ladder, so you might fall off at some point. Hope it doesn't hurt. Let's see if I can get this to look any better than we've got. know what? I think that'll do. So, I don't know, is that a bit marks in here? Yeah, actually, let me just see if I can do anything with this bit here. Look. So, no runs yet. So, that was it. Now, just to show you how much is actually left of our material. Let's just hang that up over there. We've got a light. Is there a light? Bring me light. So, yeah, there's not an awful lot. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a dreg in the bottom. Oh, here we go. I can tell you how much. There's a paint pot, an old paint pot. And that's all that was left. So, out of 100 millilitres of colour or hammerite, the same again of thinners, get a nice even spray out of it, and not too much wastage, so that's not too bad. I don't know, have you done any cleaning of guns? I guess I should just mop it out with a rag first. Let's just get a rag, an old rag here, and get rid of the worst of it, because now we've got to do the cleanup, and that's in some ways a bit more important than actual spraying, really, because guns are expensive. So just cleaning this out. I need some better light here, don't I? I didn't need that. Right, let's get rid of it. So just mopped it out quickly. We're just going to chuck some spinners in here. And give that a swoosh round the rag. We haven't even touched the gun, this is just the pot, so you're quite heavy on your thinners really, aren't you, for cleaning. Gun wash I suppose is cheaper, but this is adequate. So we've got that reasonably clean. Chuck a bit more thinners in, there we go. And then get the gun and obviously wipe that up. Start wiping this thing down. So it doesn't take a lot, does it really? Just give everything a good blast with a rag. Try and get as much of this stuff off as possible. Just giving it a wipe. Oh. There you go. So we're clean there. So we've got a bit of thinners in there. Let's just bit of cleanish thinners. Where's my pipe gone? Here we go. So good spray. Right, so that's given that a bit of a whiz. Still got some thinners in the bottom there, but that's now obviously completely useless. Get rid of the compressor, take the nozzle apart. Look, now give it a clean rag, give it a nice clean. Yeah. Now we'll give this a clean because you get a lot of debris around here. Thinners. I'm so cheap because I'm using the thinners from the pot. Oh, I'm such a pikey. So cheap. But you've got to keep your equipment clean. So your mother told you. And here you go. Make sure that this is all clean. Normally chuck these in there. Right, and then the this is a pot of old dead stuff. In it goes. Get out my utensils. And then get in. Nice rag, chuck it in there, get rid of all of it, get it all cleaned out. The thing with spraying is everything is like the fun bit of actually spraying is like an eighth of whatever it is you're doing. So you're literally cleaning, washing all the different bits and bobs up constantly, more than you are actually spraying. I mean, even just like doing a couple of wings and a couple of bits and bobs like that, like we've just done, has involved 20 minutes of cleaning, guns up and what have you, and getting that all nice and I don't mind anything on the outside of the gun. The outside's the outside, so happy days. But the working parts all around here, all nice and smooth action still, so that's all good. That can go on there for next time. Actually, I might, no, I'm going to leave that, get it there like that. So we're kind of done now. The next task really on the car is going to be rubbing down now. Rubbing down, polishing, and trying to get it all to look one single colour. So that should be fun, shouldn't it? It's just hours of dicking about, really. But there you go. Right, well, I hope that's been of some use. Here we go. See you in the next one.